All right, so I'm gonna try another reading. I feel like I'm coming back to my own. Let's see what this does. I'm kind of taking full advantage of what I'm getting. Um, Investing. So thank you for watching, people who are new to my channel. Uh, Welcome. My name is Jose. I do what I like to specialize in what's called. It's not called anything really. I'm coining it as micro-astrology, where I work with over 200 asteroids. But for the sake of this specific reading, I'm bringing it down to something that's more like pop astrology related stuff, where it's just more simple, it's more generalized. Whoever it resonates with you. You'll see how it goes. So coin toss first to see if I'm going to use one or two dice. Okay, so that's tails. Um, that means two dimes. Okay. 4, 6, 10. Okay, that's for Capricorn. All right. Let's see what I get for Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, cap on my corn. Sorry. Oh, there we get here. All right. If it's distracting, I'm so sorry about that. Okay. So this is coming up for Capricorn. All right. Let's see what we have here. Choom, choom, choom. 7. Okay. Nemesis is the first one that came through. Okay, I love Nemesis. She was the goddess, Titan goddess of memory. And she's about remembering. She's also about inspiration, gifts as well, wit, eloquence, astuteness, awareness of many things, holding on, her ability to hold on, sharp as attack, okay? Obliviousness, sometimes unwillingness to move on, which ties in with the Capricorn energy, right? Repression or suppression of memories. I feel like as I'm seeing this one, they're wanting me to remind Capricorns to sometimes, especially if you have Mercury in Capricorn in your own placement, not just your sun, even Venus, not to suppress any of those things that get in touch, that help you get in touch with your memory. It's through the emotions, deep into the memory itself. When I say deep, I don't just mean like deep like this here, deep, because technically it's not really deep. It's actually out there. Subconscious is not actually sub, it's actually super. Especially, that's what Bashar says, which totally makes sense because if you go down into the older parts of the brain, that's the ancient part. So it's not really ancient, so to speak, because it's older. So that means it's less dense. Ancient things are less dense than what it is now. When I say ancient, I mean primordial. I mean like billions of years ago. So that means lighter energy. That's why it's more up there, if that makes total sense. So past life recollection is also part of this one. Being able to forgive and accept, holding grudges can be sort of a Capricorn thing. Watch out for those kind of things. Any sort of underlying or overlying secrets of conceptualization of time. Okay. And just to see, like being able to access the unseen. So limbo, awareness of emotions from memories is also tied to this karmic stuff. Karma is very much tied to your Saturn ruled sign or Saturn ruled energy, or yeah, past, present, future, the fourth dimension, being kind of timeless, right? Long lost history, that kind of stuff. Accuracy is tied to this. Watch out for your brain and your heart, the vagus nerves, any of the five senses, right? Your earth sign, so that means it's very much you could. If your sun is in Capricorn, it means that you're very much in alignment with things that make you feel like it's successful, like things that you accomplish, things that is very more driven towards a specific goal or long-term goal or short-term goals. Either way, projects, those kind of things. Trust your inner memory more. I'm seeing that whole thing. If your moon is in Capricorn or some like Venus in Capricorn, it ties in more with emotions. Get in touch with those more emotions, and it'll feel like it's a bit more like you're connected. Mhm. Not that you're not connected ever. It's an earth thing. It's very much grounded through Gaia, very much that kind of direction. Um, if there's any issues with memory loss or forgetfulness, like amnesia or absent-mindedness, don't worry about it. Or having a blank slate, maybe that's normal. Maybe that's okay. Especially if you have Mercury in Capricorn, that's totally fine. Mind you, this also affects people who are in the sign of the what do you call them, the cardinal signs. So it could also affect Libra, Aries, and also Cancer. Now, gifts will come naturally for you when you tap into your inner Virgo and your inner Taurus as well. You're not just one thing. And also stuff regarding things like memorials, or maybe if you're going through some sort of memorial. Cenotaphs is also included here, mortuary role or decommemoration, accuracy of speech communication, intelligence, those kind of things. Love affairs might be tied to this as well. If this is the case, be not so hard on yourself. This kind of ties in with the challenges you might include in your inner Libra as well. Okay. Rivers, liquid elixirs, fountain of eternal life, long things, the long hauled out things. If you're doing any sort of dream recall or dream visions or dream working with dreams, like on the aromancy is part of this one, great. Um, Dream dictionaries may be part of this as well, working with access to the dead, so mediumship as well. So Akashic records, Akashic library as well. So if this ties in with you, that's great. That's what it's for. Let's see what we get here, though, magically speaking. So again, vagus nerve, your brain, your heart, the conscious and the subconscious. So amygdala, engrams might be part of this as well. The hippocampus, cerebellum, prefrontal cortex, and your five senses, neurotransmitters. Again, any sort of that sort of dementia-related stuff, memory loss, Alzheimer's, memory loss, etc. That's totally okay. When I say that's okay, I don't mean like ignore it. I mean like there's a gift behind everything, right? It's just a matter of choosing what to do with that. If you're hearing the numbers three or getting the numbers three recently, that's part of the process. Okay. Um, I don't really have a lot of things to say when it comes to days. Saturday is usually tied to Capricorn, but for specifically this asteroid named Nemesis, it stays like maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. January 25 was probably a big day, International Day of Commemoration. Let's see what we got here. If you're talking about vortex memories like this, it would be any place in the world where there are like energetic memories of the past, like vortices. Okay, so Glastonbury, England, Sedona, the Esvedra, Ibiza in Spain, Stonehenge, okay, the Haleakala volcano in Hawaii, Great Pyramid of Giza, Mount Shasta in California, Mayan ruins of Tulum, Mexico, Machu Picchu, Lago Atitlan in Guatemala, and Uluru in Australia. That's in Western Australia, I believe. Okay. Uh, I think that's about it. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope that really helps. I tried to make it as succinct and short and concise as possible. But if there's anything else, let me know. But anyways, thank you for having me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.